with that, viewers, I'd also like to introduce our next guest, Dr. Prajeesh AG, who's also a former scientist at IITM Pune. Dr. Prajeesh, I want to begin by asking you and continue that conversation. As one of the architects of this system, sir, what feature or capability are you personally most proud of and why?
Hi, Dr. Mukhopadhyay sir actually made this thing very serious, and yeah, it is actually serious, but at the very fundamentally to me, it's fun basically. I mean, solving problems, and it's yeah, kind of sleepless nights, but not nightmare, but sleepless nights. But it's fun to solve these kind of problems. So regarding the question, so the most to be really frank, the features which I would have been proud of is not really there in this model.
Okay.
Okay. So from this is purely, see, I'm more like an engineer than a scientist. For me, a model is only good if it is really efficient to its potential, efficient and fast in terms of computation. Okay, not in terms of forecast skill. Of course, forecast skill needs to be good, but for me, at the same time, it should be really fast to its potential. That's something which I always have worked for. So in that sense, it's like as Dr. Mukhopadhyay sir told. I mean, we could actually make it faster and memory efficient. But the thing is that this new grid, TCO grid, had enormous potential. But the problem was that to capture the whole potential of that, we really had to rip off, something called dynamical core of the model, which is like the foundation of, you can think of it as a foundation of a building. So you basically have to rewrite tens of thousands of lines of code, and if you do that, this new concept of TCO grid had huge potential, like really huge potential. And towards that end, I actually, when the Mukhopadhyay sir gave me this document about TCO grid, this grid, at that time I was actually I was not in Mukhopadhyay sir's group. I was actually a core developer of IITM ESM, Earth System Model. That's another group. But all these models are basically it's basically same. They are just at different resolutions and things like that. So I mean, from the beginning, I always have worked for that model to make it fast, efficient, user friendly, and things like that. So that was my itch. Like, I always wanted to be like faster and efficient. I want to go more resolution, but it's at the same time more faster. But I had hit a wall actually. So I made it a lot faster, but then I couldn't do any more better, because there was as I said, Sir said, they used to use a different grid, and that grid has some inherent problems which made it not any more scalable. Means it won't go any more faster. And I was stuck there. And one day he gave me this document, and like it just blew my mind. I mean, I saw the solution right there in front of me, sitting there, to make this model like normally faster and efficient. And that was the moment. And
so Dr. Prajeesh, I'm assuming that was a Eureka moment for you, but I also want to understand, you just spoke about potential as well, right? So beyond weather, how do you see this advanced forecasting technology now impacting other areas of life?
Sorry?
How would you just spoke about potential, so I'm asking you, beyond weather forecasting, do you see this advanced technological development impacting other areas of life?
Yeah, of course. I mean, in terms of skill development, for example, like computational science is one of the biggest area, and these models are not just it's beast, like really running on HPCs, like thousands of CPUs, using thousands of CPUs, and so it's a big technology. It's not just something. So that aspect of these models are also important to me, the computational aspects. So yeah, so it's for me, it's not just about the weather itself. It's more about how you efficiently use your HPC system. For example, HPC systems are like crores of rupees, right? I mean, if you're not using it good enough, what's the point?
Okay, Dr. Prajeesh, I also want to understand from you one last thing. Just on a lighter note, what would be your suggestion to young scientists, young engineers such as yourself, who want to now work on some of these really large, impactful and very important national projects?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not good at giving advice, but I can tell like what I do usually. So, I mean, I really don't think about impact or national importance or anything. I usually work on curiosity. That's my driving force. I really just work on things that just bugs me, like that itch in my brain that keep me up in the night because I want to solve them. So that's the only thing. So sometimes those problems happens to be large scale, impactful, and this happened to be such a problem. But there are many other things which I have done, which is just not impactful. But ultimately, as I said, the thing is, so if it's basically fun, and for me, fun is non-negotiable. I mean, if it's not fun or intellectually exciting, I lose interest. I mean, if you lose interest, how are you supposed to do all this hard work? I mean, it's not possible. It's not just hard work. You need to keep you're solving problems. You can't just be mechanical in that. You need to have real interest in that. And the only way that happens is when you're organically curious in that. Nobody can make you do that. So I mean, if I have to say anything, I can only say that find that work, what makes you alive,
Absolutely.
and that's the stuff worth doing. That's it.
Right, absolutely. Dr. Prajeesh, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX with your thoughts.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.